Thank you for the warm welcome. I'm very, very honored to be here today on behalf of TerraVirtua. My name is Gary Bracey. I'm the CEO of TerraVirtua. I've been in the video games business now since it started, about 35 years. And I've seen the evolution of that genre of entertainment, going from very basic computers playing games off cassette tape through to consoles with cartridges, and more recently smartphones, and now the most disruptive form of video games of all, virtual reality. And it was virtual reality that brought me into TerraVirtua. We've come up with quite a disruptive and innovative entertainment platform that I'd like to describe to you. Basically, TerraVirtua is a 3D world. It's an ecosystem which delivers a diverse range of entertainment content. That content is we divide it into three categories. The first category are games, of course. Video games are very, very popular, and we will be hosting a large portfolio of games based on a subscription basis, a little bit not like Netflix. So users will pay a single monthly subscription and have access, unlimited access, to all of the game's content on TerraVirtua. The second pillar is events. Now, there are a number of companies who are now filming live events in virtual reality. Events like sports events, football games, concerts, and we also include esports into that. So we will have virtual stadiums populated around TerraVirtua where people can go and enjoy 3D live and recorded concerts. And those will be more on a premium pay-per-view basis. The third category, which is something we are very, very excited about, we're calling Terraformer. Now, Terraformer is a tool set which will allow everybody to create, very simply, their own experiences, their own games. And they will build this, and we are partnering with a company called Epic Games, who have developed a very, very powerful 3D engine. It's the most powerful in the industry, and all of the biggest games use the Unreal Engine. And we are adapting that together with Epic Games to make a very simple version of the Unreal Engine for people to make their own experiences. Now, even if you're not into games, I'm sure you've heard of a game called Minecraft, where it's enjoyed by millions upon millions of people, particularly young kids, and they create buildings, they create environments, and that's become a massive business in itself. There is another game called Roblox, which does something very, very similar. We're tapping into that culture. As games have developed, and they started off as a solo experience, they then evolved to a multiplayer experience, and now a lot more people are getting together and building their own experiences. And we're tapping into that with Terraformer and handing that ability to everybody. So, the experience itself, I just briefly like to describe what the actual experience is. When you put on the VR headset, you are transported into a world which you can freely explore, look around. You can navigate very, very simply. It's menu-driven, or you can simply wander around and explore and have a look at trailers for events that are coming up, for games. You can talk to your friends. You are represented by an avatar, and your friends are represented by avatars also. And we're trying to make this a very, very social experience. So you can go in, we have voice over IP, you can literally verbally speak to your friends and then arrange to go off and play a game together, play an escape room type game, or go and watch a football match, or attend a rock concert. And you can do that with friends from the other side of the world in a 3D environment. This is very, very different and very, very disruptive. We also have a companion app, as you can see here, an augmented reality app. Obviously, people aren't going to spend their entire time in virtual reality, unlike the film Ready Player One, if you've seen that. So we are creating, or we have created, a companion app which you can take with you, and it allows you, when you're not in TerraVirtua itself, to explore the environment, to plan your next visit perhaps, to arrange to meet friends, to have a look at trailers for games, or to even customize your avatar and make it unique. Many, many facilities with the companion app, which will become an essential companion to the TerraVirtua VR environment. So, the market itself is growing, and it is very, very significant. The trends are forecasting around about $100 billion market within the next few years. Virtual reality was launched about 2 years ago to great expectation, and frankly, it didn't actually deliver. There was a lot of disappointment. And this is for a number of reasons. The headsets were large, they were relatively heavy, they were a little bit underpowered, and they were certainly very expensive. That is all being addressed now. The price is coming down significantly. The headsets are wireless. It's becoming a lot more accessible to the mass market. And because of that, the growth is going to be significant over the next few years. But what is missing, fundamentally, is that killer application. Virtual reality also has a limitation in that at the moment, when you play it, if you're using your PC, you load it on your PC, then you put your headset on, you play the game or enjoy the experience, and then when you've finished, you have to take your headset off, close the game, open up a new game, put your headset on, and so on and so forth. It's not very friendly. With TerraVirtua, we are bringing this whole system into one place. So you don't have to keep reloading and taking off the headset. You can explore freely and think of it as a city, as a land that you can freely explore and visit different places. The market, I've got to look at the English version of this. Again, the predictions are that 200 million headsets will be sold by 2020. And consumer VR by 2025 is expected to hit 18.9 billion, the majority of which is in entertainment, of course. And the 2021 VR plus AR forecast, AR being augmented reality, is 110 billion, and you can see the growth year by year from that. There are various sources with differing projections, so what we've done is we've taken the mean, the average, if you like, of the various projections that have come up, and that's what we have on the screen there. So certainly we're looking at a very, very interesting business that is going to grow. We think that virtual reality is going to fundamentally change the way entertainment is delivered. If you've never tried it before, I urge you to do so, and we have a demonstration outside. It is completely immersive. It's very, very different to watching TV or even watching something on IMAX, because you are surrounded and you can look around. It is a virtual environment. So onto the reason we're here. I've explained you will be able to enjoy all manner of entertainment, and that will be enjoyed by one common currency. At the moment, when you play different games, you have different currencies in games. What we're doing is we are creating a single backbone, a single economy, whereby everything you enjoy will be paid for with the Terra token. There will be marketplaces within the environment. We've come up with 15 very unique and promising different revenue streams within TerraVirtua. They go from business to business to business to consumer to consumer. So we're covering everything. People will be able to trade with each other. On Terraforma, the building block experience, they will be able to People will be able to create assets, maybe cars, 3D cars, and then sell them to people who are making a racing game, perhaps. And there will be a lot of trading. And all that trade will be conducted using the Terra token, which is quite disruptive in itself. We will be renting billboards, for instance, in the environment for advertising, for promotion. There will be a number of different marketing opportunities. A car company who we're actually speaking to at the moment may want to launch a new car, a new vehicle, and promote it. And they will perhaps rent a portal within TerraVirtua and create a racetrack and allow you to take a test drive in full 3D VR with their vehicle. So there are a number of different ways in which the economy will run, and as I say, it's all on the one common currency, the Terra. The blockchain itself, obviously, we couldn't do this without the blockchain. Apart from the generic currency that we're going to have within the system, we are also painfully aware that there is an issue of IP ownership that is very, very exposed and has been damaged, really, in the traditional market. So we are creating a registry for IP ownership, so anyone who creates something new within TerraVirtua, they will be registered for that. So in Terraformer, for instance, if someone builds a little game, and it's a pretty good game, and they want other people to try it and play it, they can put it on TerraVirtua and actually make money from it in Terra tokens, of course. And there are so many different ways the economy will run. And the blockchain secures all of that and ensures that the rightful owner, the creator of any of this content, is rightfully rewarded and fairly rewarded for their contribution. So when there's a trade, for instance, in a game, you may buy a magic sword for 10 tokens. And when you get bored of the game, you may want to sell that for 5 tokens. Well, if you sell it to another person for 5 tokens, the original creator will get 20% of that revenue automatically through the blockchain system, through the smart contracts. And that's something that can't happen in the real world. So we're leveraging the blockchain and making use of the advantages it gives to make this disruptive platform, which otherwise wouldn't have been possible. We have a roadmap here. The important dates at this moment, we have a working prototype at the moment. We're looking to beta test the TerraVirtua platform at the end of the year, and looking at a full global launch in Q1 2019, and following that with various other releases, and then Terraformer will be released about 1 year following that in January 2020. This is a really, really ambitious project. We are looking at creating and disrupting the entire entertainment industry and providing a new platform for the consumption of 3D entertainment. To fulfill such an ambition, you need some very, very serious people behind it. And we are so proud that we have such an incredible management team. These are not advisors, these are full-time people who are actively working in the company now. Our CTO, Kish Hirani, was CTO of Sony PlayStation in Europe. Keith Ramsdale, our commercial director, was Senior VP of Electronic Arts Europe. Doug Dyer, who's based in the US, our COO, he founded Warner Brothers Home Mobile and THQ Home Mobile. Peter Bergstrom cut his teeth in Microsoft and Activision, but has spent the past 4 years focusing entirely on the blockchain. He's our blockchain guru, and some of you might actually be familiar with his name. My colleague here, Jawad, co-founded this and has vast entrepreneurial experience, as well as running his own VR and app company. And our marketing director was marketing director for Konami Europe. This is a seriously powerful, experienced and learned team, and it's the only way we can actually deliver on such a promise. So That all being said, I have a very short show reel, it's only 2 minutes long, that will give you a flavor of what we're trying to do.
테라벌추아는 비디오 게임, 음악 콘서트, e스포츠 이벤트와 실시간 스포츠에 이르기까지 다양하고 매력적인 엔터테인먼트 경험을 제공하는 가상현실 플랫폼입니다.
Hello, how are you? What's your name? You're here, TerraVirtua. So this is where you're gonna see everything, know everything, choose everything.
게임을 넷플릭스 스타일처럼 월간 구독이 가능하며 실시간 스포츠 같은 프리미엄 이벤트 등을 사용자들이 친구, 가족과 함께 또는 솔로의 형태로 다양한 엔터테인먼트 콘텐츠를 즐길 수 있습니다. 모든 컨텐츠는 블록체인에서 보호되므로 컨텐츠 생성자의 소유권이 보장되며 모든 거래는 안전하게 이루어질 수 있습니다. 테라벌추아는 기부자가 전용 통화 토큰인 테라를 처음 구매할 수 있게 해주는 가상화폐 공개 방식을 통해 개발자금을 지원하고 있습니다. 테라는 시스템 내에서 품목을 거래하는 데 사용되며 컨텐츠 작성자가 스마트 계약을 통해 재판매를 통한 적절한 대금을 받도록 보장하며 있는 테라벌추아 이코노미 시스템이 주요한 역할을 합니다. 또한 독자적인 가상현실 엔진을 통해 사용자가 믿을 수 없을 만큼 놀라운 VR 게임과 새로운 경험을 직접 창조할 수 있도록 지원하는 강력한 툴셋 테라 도마지를 소개합니다. 마이크로소프트, 소니, EA 및 액티비전과 같은 회사의 성공적이고 숙련된 경영진의 뛰어난 관리팀에 의해 탄탄한 지원을 받고 있는 본 회사는 테라벌추아를 마켓에서 가장 흥미진진한 엔터테인먼트 중 하나를 제안할 수 있는 지식, 경험 및 역량을 보유하고 있습니다.
As I say, we have a demonstration station outside. If you want to try it, everything you've seen there is playable. We are very, very excited to be doing this. We are planning to go forward and disrupt the industry as much as possible. Be delighted to answer any questions. I'll be outside on the stand there for the rest of the day. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.